got the audio from the big boy camera. Well, hello there, Pickle Shark.
Another shark?
No, it's Shark. He's just a pickle now.
Oh, okay.
Your audio's on right now. This one.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to make a glowing thing. So far I have a thing that glows. I have to figure out how exactly.
It goes well. How does the audio sound right now, Shark? I sound far, I'm assuming. Can you talk?
I'm talking. I'm down here. This is where I was to make it more like how it was when I was here. This is where I am. Happy anniversary. Now I can see the chat. Cool beans. Your mask?
Yeah.
It's right over there.
Okay, so far it's out, right?
Hey, Bean. You brought it down already.
We only have to tweet out real life.
Oh, no. Gotta tweet the tweets.
Oh, it's Shark's anniversary.
Mm-hmm. Tomorrow, right?
No, what is the anniversary? I missed it. I was in here for the
I
conversation.
think that it's him and his lady. I think they've been dating for a year.
Oh, that kind of anniversary.
Uh-huh. Just typing to make sure I have everything set up.
All right, tweeted. Here's your microphone. All right. Great, that'll charge.
What?
What are you talking about? This is our normal mics. It just did that weird thing for whatever reason.
It seemed like there was a monitor on the other thing.
I have no idea. It's never done that before. That specific thing, yeah. Sorry about that, y'all. That's a new one. We've never had a monitor down here. Not that I can remember.
No, the monitor function on the audio track. The monitor.
We've never.
I know, we also don't normally use that thing. Maybe it was just like part of the. You know, it automatically turns on as an audio source. Maybe it automatically turns on as a
Yeah.
as a
That
John.
could be something to do with the cameras. Oh, a new high pitch sound. It's only one way to find out why that's doing that. Put on the audio.
Yep.
Oh, a new high pitch sound.
There's definitely.
Find out. I hope that I fixed it. Oh, a new high pitch sound.
Definitely.
Find out. seems like it's gone away. Nope, it's back.
Nope.
I hope
back.
that I fixed it. Check your mic.
What about it? What am I
Just
checking?
check it. Well, I love the new problems that we find all the time. Oh, it's gone. Well.
Yeah.
What the fuck was it? I love the new problems that we find. I just turned everything on and off real quick, but
I can't tell you. I don't know.
I do not understand our technology issues. I know it's not unique to us. Everybody has issues with technology that streams, but all right. It's on you.
It's on me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out if this is what we can use. I don't know yet. Because it might be too big. And if I was better at electronics, I would be able to make something small that I would be able to adjust to make it look like it was talking, but
Well, the other option is this. We make our own dome. It's easy enough. We can do that.
what, to electronically make this?
Yeah, we can just make this.
You think we can just
Yeah,
make
so we get some clear vinyl. We put some kind of iridescent over it so that the lights get broken up inside of there, so it kind of refracts it really.
like a...
And just use an LED string and just leave the string in a
That was
hole
the
underneath
plan
it.
originally. I was hoping something that we could control, but
The power button in the middle of that is not nice.
yeah.
Unless we replace that.
Yeah, I could try and... Well, let me break this one apart because
Yeah,
it's already
that
fucked
one's already...
up. I need,
It seems easy enough to just rip apart.
Yeah. I should bring up the YouTube comments just in case.
Do 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 do.
Oh, shit.
I'm looking for our shit on YouTube. I'm glad we're growing so much on YouTube. We're at 1.16K followers or subscribers. I don't need you up, dashboard. Hello, Blooms of the Night. Hello, Shandy.
Hello, Shandy. Hello, Blooms. Yeah, this guy's broken.
Sure, it's not the remote battery? Try the other remote.
Well, I tried it on this other guy, and it
Try the
worked
other
fine.
remote. See if that changes anything.
This guy's just broken.
Yeah.
But because it does that when you click the button, you can kind of make it flicker. You know, to kind of like it's talking. Getting brighter. Yeah. Nice.
Well, as you guys see, Kate's working on messing with those lights.
Something secret.
They're on the other table now. While Kate's working on that, I am working on this. I'm going to make this mirror a green screen mirror. Doing it the simplest way possible, taking some cardboard and just kind of making it work.
Putting it in the mirror.
Yep. We're definitely going to need 2 pieces. I'm glad that we bought the extra bits.
Yeah. I figured that it was too big.
Ooh, look at all these screws. Hooray. Totally what I wanted to do.
Yeah, I noticed that earlier.
Didn't realize it had so many screws in it.
Okay.
And none of the screwdrivers, the 7 that we have, are in here.
Just one over here. But I think it's a small guy.
No, I'm looking for one of the ones with the thicker handles. They're nicer on my hands.
There's there's one. Thicker than this?
Yeah, that's not one of the thick guys.
Yeah.
Do you know where they're at?
Mm-mm. I would imagine upstairs in the tool area.
Oh.
Like in the...
I forgot. Screw all that.
Oh, and there's a boy keeping you company?
The power tools exist.
It's your lucky day.
A thing that we're not used to using.
Wow, yeah. Crazy, big noise, huh? There's a screwdriver right here. There's a screwdriver.
Some of those are flatheads. I didn't... It's alright. I gotta remember that we have power tools. But we're definitely missing a small collection of the Phillips head screwdrivers.
Yeah, for being a very secure mirror shark, it didn't help the glass from... Didn't keep the glass from falling out.
I do like the amount of hooks this thing has on it, though.
I might want to do this with a craft knife. I agree, Shark. What is a flathead if not half of a Phillips head? One good thing about using cheap plastic shit is that it's so easy to take apart and cut apart. Like right now I'm taking off the inside of this. I'm doing it with an X-Acto knife because that's how thin the plastic is. You do have a Phillips head because you got a Phillip in your head. I said that backwards, but you know what I mean. Hello, Grace. I am currently making a glowing amulet, and Ophidian is currently making a mirror / green screen window. Only Grace. Grace is the only person who understands any of the context for what we're making today. Maybe you can woo her with Ko-fi and treats to get her to tell you about the secrets.
I can be won over with Ko-fi tips. I am cheap.
Whoa, you would tell secrets about the lounge for tips on Ko-fi?
Absolutely.
Do you even have a Ko-fi, Frog? If it sends to my Ko-fi, I don't think it's the same level of sneakery.
It does just send to your Ko-fi. I was just going to use your Ko-fi. Alright, so how do I want to do this?
Here we go.
Oh, it's okay. I have to be careful. This is broken in one of the corners. Actually, would we like to glue this now that it's open?
Where? Oh. Yeah.
Which glue should we use?
Use the barge cement. Or, do we have any super glue up here?
I don't know where super glue might be at.
Well, I mean, we're going to screw it back into the thing, so it's not like the end of the world, but I would say put the barge cement a little bit.
I don't want to go
I know
up.
you don't want to go up and deal with the noxious, but that's what I would suggest.
You know what's not happening then?
Yeah. Wait, I do have something else to show Grace. Things that only Grace will have context for. Oh, is it like just almost enough?
It's not. I have to use 2 pieces.
We have a fur coat and a wizardly hat. All for the same thing. The amulet, the wizardly hat, and this fur coat. All meant for the same thing. Oh, Dex also needs his sleeves put on him. It is a powerful combo, I agree. Lindsay was like, I wanted to give you this fur coat, and she was like, and I was like, oh man, we know where that's going. We know where that's going. It is for some sort of multi-dimensional pimp, Shark. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. And the stuff from Fully Gimmick should get here tomorrow. We should be all set as long as I get this done.
Okay. So, let us cut this up.
My crafter sounds like a DJ brushing their teeth. I can turn my mic off if it's bothering people too much. I'm currently trying to buff out this light so that way it no longer has a power button on the top of it. And then I think I'm going to try and paint it. Excuse me. Did we get clear coat when we got stuff for foam?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Much more our style. Much more evil glowing gem. Bye-bye. It's wet still, so be careful.
Oh, I was turning it towards the camera. I didn't realize. I don't know if you showed this camera. That's the one that's on you. The one above you, isn't it?
You can see now.
Kind of. I'll switch to the other one. You might not be able to because of the way the camera picks up the light.
Well, it doesn't look like just nothing, which is what it looked like before.
Yeah.
It's like a big white glow before.
You buffed out the power logo.
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty much going to permanently stay a green screen mirror for now.
Oh yeah, I figured.
So I'm going to use a little of glue. What glue do I want to use?
Oh, to hold it in place on there?
Just for now to glue it because I have to shape it because the pieces aren't big enough, so I have to make individual pieces.
Right, but I figured you would glue them to this and then put this back on.
No, I have to glue it to that. In order for me to shape it properly.
Oh, to go inside the...
Yeah.
Okay. I'd say Magnatac.
Think it'll be fine?
Yeah, that would be fine. It's just to hold it in place. It's not...
Yeah, it's
like,
not to permanently put it there.
It's not permanent adhesive. So.
Dude, I'm a shark. We actually had to either make a new eye of tear or we had to fix and like
Right,
redo.
it couldn't be put on people or something. Like we had to remake part of it. What about the Eye of Tear?
Shark made an eye of tear reference to the amulet that you're making.
I had part of it for a while. It was in my craft supplies. I always used to look at it and laugh.
I know I'm doing this a weird way. It's where I found myself, so I just kept going with it. Right. How is it still not enough?
Did you trace it from the top?
Yeah, I traced parts of it to cut out the shape, but the little bit of the lip is what I'm fixing. Because the lip I couldn't trace properly. So now I can. Gotta make a piece for one of these corners. Switch back. Oh no, you just shook it onto me.
That's done.
What was that?
It was paint, but not anymore. Now it's weird fiber and some goo. Is it back?
Hope that it is. Cool. Is that weird whistle sound back?
It's a little whiny. I don't think there's anything we can do about it at this point. If the thing's charging, it's charging. It's gonna ring. Bye, Grace. Thanks for hanging out.
Alright, so we need 3 pieces altogether.
Really?
Yeah.
Glad we got the extra one.
Ah, poop.
Okay.
I dig it. Good eye.
It's not supposed to be an eye.
I mean, but it is an eye. If it's a glowing amulet and like the thing in the middle is what it's communicating with, it's what it's seeing with, it's what it's you're gazing into, like it is its eye, it's its mouth, but it's got that cylinder shape, you know, it's got that, it feels and looks like an eye.
The eye is a sphere, not a cylinder.
Hmm?
The eye is a sphere, not a cylinder.
Still looks like an eye. Look at all the veins and stuff you put into it. That thing immediately reads to me as an eye, which is great. Okay. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Mm. It's like, oh, we can just rub and buff this, but this does not appear to be rub and buffable.
We're going to cover it in...
I was going to see if we could start by putting this and then adding stuff to it, but rub and buff just rubbed right off. Hello, Space King Bobby.
Oh no.
Oh no?
I have to fix one of these corners. A piece of the paper is slightly different color than the rest.
It's a different color.
Because of the sticker that was on there.
Oh. Okay. I can do a lot of things. But sculpting isn't really one of them. So we'll see how this goes.
Well, to be fair, none of this stuff is normally in our wheelhouse.
I don't know, like puppet making is like glue and fabric, and I understand glue and fabric. And not that I am like perplexed by Sculpey by any means, but
all of this is a new language to me. What I'm doing right now, never really done before. I understand it. I've watched enough content to know what to do, but I've never had to apply any of the techniques that I've learned. That I've, you know, watched. I'm grateful to finally be doing so, but definitely should have thought this through. I think we do need a more permanent solution than Fabri-Tac, but
even after you bolt the other thing down?
I don't think it's going to stop it from moving, because that doesn't sit in between this layer and that. Like,
what if we put some cardboard behind it?
We might be able to do that. Something that really forced the green against the
Yeah.
Well, we do not have a cardboard that is large enough for this, but I don't think it has to be.
I mean, you can just cut pieces, right?
I mean, then they would just shift around.
And as long as they matched up, it wouldn't matter, would it?
I need one big piece to kind of just sit in the middle of the back of this would be fine. Because since it's really just two main pieces, and one piece of cardboard would help. One big piece. This is good big piece. This is what I'm talking about. Because I can set this in the middle, and it will push all the paper, you know, together. I'll use this. Do they know what you're working with here?
I'm working with some Sculpey.
I mean the light. I guess that stuff too, but I meant more so the original base.
I'm working with an LED light that we got at Five Below for like $3 to $5. And I painted it up top. I painted the little domed light part and I took it apart. And now I'm trying to make something that looks like a powerful covering to hold such a gem. But I'm not a sculptor, so I'm trying to make it look rustic on purpose because, like I said, I can do a lot of stuff. Sculpting is not necessarily one of those things. Hello, Sonia.
We're almost there. Come on. Fuck. There we go. All right. How does it get worse?
Do you need help?
No.
I don't understand how that's that difficult of a project.
Paper is not the same as a mirror. That's really, that's the gist of it. Paper and mirrors, not the same. You can't just put paper in there because the paper doesn't have the thickness of the mirror. So
Yeah, but if you just glued that to the cardboard
but it's
backing,
not going to stay there though. That glue is not going to. I can feel the paper coming up off of the backing. You know what I mean? Like, it's sticky, but it's not permanent. So the cardboard will add to the thickness and make it sit flush with the front.
What's the top to this thing? Like, I don't understand how we lose the top to a whole ass Tupperware. Shout out in the chat if you've ever lost the top to a whole ass Tupperware. What about putting some fleece or something back there too? Sort of help push it forward.
I don't need to anymore. See?
Okay.
Cardboard is the perfect thickness. Plus, once I pop these screws in,
Shandy says use hot glue.
oh yeah, I know. We should have used hot glue.
I mean, there's no we in this. This was a you project.
I've never done this before. I've never attached legit. When I say like I've never done this before, outside of something we may have done together, I've genuinely never just cut up paper to fit it inside of something or make. I've never made paper arts and crafts. But I realized after I'm already at this point that I could have used hot glue. I only want to put in a couple screws for the moment. No!
What?
I put one of the papers in upside down. One of them had marks on it. At least I didn't get all the screws in. At least that didn't happen. That one was weird. I think it's a little too big. If it was just slightly...
I can't really go much smaller.
Yeah, you can. Just tuck this in.
Well, if I tucked it in, then we go underneath and we
No, I
can't.
mean, and then cut it out. I just think it's a little too big.
So I have to start over again then.
No, you don't have to start over.
Yes, I do.
Why?
In
These
order
shapes don't have to change any.
Because it'll change the way, because it's so soft, it'll change the way it's pushed, and I have to start over again. Yeah. If we have to remove any from the outside.
No, then don't. I mean, there's no point.
Oh,
Just
you
keep
said
going
it's
forward.
Too big, then it's. I mean, it's done. So it's either done, or
Yeah, it's done.
You said it's too big. So
Right, it
I'll
is.
change
But
it.
if you're saying you're gonna have to fix the whole thing, then don't bother doing that. Just keep moving forward. It's not that important that it's smaller.
No, you're right. It's too big.
Why would you do it that way?
You're right. It wasn't right.
No, everything on it was good. The shapes that you put, all that stuff, like all those little things, the detail work you did was good. Didn't expect that to happen.
What now?
Nothing.
Seems like you ripped a bunch of paper.
Yeah. It's the same thing I was dealing with earlier. Nothing's changed. Just taking the piece of paper out that I had in there.
Well, if it's ripping apart, that means the glue is in there pretty sturdy.
Yeah, some of the pieces weren't reacting to the glue, but the paper will react to the paper. You know, like the paper being glued to the paper is fine. Paper being glued to the wood was what wasn't working. Which, at this point, is... Oh, man.
Do we need to go get more paper?
Well, no, we have plenty of paper. Not what I'm trying to figure out. The paper situation is not the problem in any way.
I don't know anything about Fallout 76 Space King Bobby, so that sounds perfectly legitimate to me.
Okay. Come on, don't fight me. Get in there. do not have all the screws put back into it, but now we have a green screen mirror.
Well, I'm talking now. I'm just making this thing still. Right now I'm trying to add some details to it. Just something to make it look more than nothing. I'm trying to make it look spooky, but not so spooky that you wouldn't pick it up on the ground. So I'm hoping that the rustic vibe that I am imparting upon it, because I'm not a very good sculptor, is making it look spooky rather than poorly made.
Oh, wrong one. Put on raccoon.
Okay.
Wait, was there still a buzz turner? I switch on. Turn your switch on. The audio. Yeah, that buzz is still there. They said it wasn't.
They said it was back, but there was only so much we could do about it.
Oh, no. There's plenty we can do about it. We just switched the audio. Wait, was there still a buzz turner? I switch on. Turn your switch on. The audio. Yeah, that buzz is still there. They said it wasn't.
They said it was back, but there was only so much we could do about it.
Oh, no. There's plenty we can do about it. We just switched.
And it's gone now.
Yeah, it's because I turned the wireless mic off.
I guess we just can't use them while they're charging.
Yeah, you can't use it while it's charging. Or at least the base one, which sucks.
Okay.
So I have it set for the cameras, so whenever right now the audio's on your camera.
Okay.
And I turned on Big Boy, so when we turn the camera on, it switches to that. Yeah, it's better.
Time to bake.
What do you mean?
Time to bake it.
Is that what you do next?
I'll be back.
All right. So, I've actually never done this before. I understand how to do it. Like, I've messed with green screen stuff and have on and off making content with Kate and making stuff for wrestling. I've never just straight up been like, gonna turn an item into a green thing we can green screen. We have to do the same thing with a doorway. Meaning that when you open the door, it will open to a green screen so we can put something else in that doorway. Shanji, it is essentially just like giant cardstock you'd use for a school project. Also just one heavy duty mirror. I've also never just paid attention to the backs of mirrors, so I can't say that this isn't unique. You guys in the chat may know more as to whether or not mirrors normally have this much going on in the back. I have 2 screws left and 4 holes. Aha, found them. Thought you could get away from me, screws. Did I just lose one of the screws? I found it. Oh no, it's right here. I didn't lose any of them. I think item 1 is complete. It should be just fine. Green screen mirror. I really like this frame a lot for what we're using it for. It's perfect. This is a haunted mirror, and I think it's got the right, just the right vibe for it to be a haunted mirror. That side is a little wonky. What happened here? I guess it's just the wood. Just the way it is. All right, so this out of the way. Get started on the next thing. You guys haven't seen this yet. I'm excited, as her new shape is very good. Is it done?
No. The oven needs to reheat.
How long does it take?
15 minutes.
Oh. What's the preheat for the oven?
To heat up the thing I'm baking in?
No, what's...
Oh, 275.
275. I bought another cheap LED light for, you know, science. Double A or triple A? Can I get those triple A batteries? Whoa, I've never seen a package like this.
I know, right? It's so weird. No matter what, you kind of still see them.
These batteries have like a fancy case. They're packaged like they're food or something.
If you have it without it, you can see the 3 LEDs or whatever inside. I think. Oh. You can't really see the 3 points.
This is not.
Is it also broken?
No, it just needs like a direct point. Like if you aim it at this end, it doesn't work.
It needs to be that.
If you aim it at that end, yeah.
Flash. Oh. Strobe. Just one color then. Wait, what's strobe if it's... Okay. Flash. Gradient. Fade in and out of different colors? Or one color?
That's the oven. Alright, well this is
Where's my phone?
slightly less exciting than we were hoping it would be, but still useful. Thanks, Five Below. Do you need me to call it?
No, I mean, it's not like imperative that I talk to you while I'm upstairs or whatever, but I feel like it was over here earlier because my alarm for my meds went off.
Yeah, and you had to turn it off while you were down here.
Maybe I forgot to put my pocket upstairs or something. There it is. It was underneath the box. Found it. Found it, everybody. No need to worry. I know you were so worried. I know you were so worried about my phone.
This is the other thing we picked up. There's some deep mirror talk happening in the Twitch chat, and I don't know how to feel about it. Because I absolutely believe when people like mirrors are a gateway to another dimension. Because, like, why would it not be? Oh, man.
Ooh. Didn't know. Whoa! It made a noise of its own. Does it charge?
Yeah, it's got its own battery.
Okay, that makes sense. Whoa. Deep mirror TikTok? Hashtag no mirror. Wow.
Is that like a mirror conspiracy
There's a
TikTok?
real mirror anti-mirror dialogue going on in the chat. Can I entertain you?
Yeah, I joined it. I was reading the chat and joined the
Oh, okay.
anti-mirror conspiracies.
Because there was... You never know what a mirror actually looks like. You're just converting what something else looks like mirror. What are you hiding? Each mirror is a two-dimensional dimension to itself, but also all of them are connected. Shark, I don't trust that. And honestly, you bringing it up, I no longer trust you. How about that? Oh, but we took chroma key some stuff into this. Like right now. I'm gonna make a new chroma key layer. We're gonna put there's a face down camera on top of
Whoa.
this bottom. So we're gonna put FaceTime at the top. We're going to add some filters to it. Effect filters. Chroma key. Okay. Look at that. It's already working. Great. Close. Wow. Yeah, wow. Look, it's you in there. You're in there.
Normal position to be in.
Normaling? Look at you normal acting. You're so normal in your acting. Well, even Greenat says, well, here, we're doing it can do your face now, too. Because it's on green. So if you put your mask in front of it, you're
My mask is only partially
only
going
partially
away. Yeah.
disappeared.
It's so. Whoa.
The Wu-Tang's a little green, yeah. Oh, and then I'd cover the screen and it would transition to the next scene. We were on Disney Channel. Or the Sonny and Cher show. Let me turn that effect off.
No, thank you.
And someone said something about Teletubby and I do not trust it.
Oh, I wasn't. Yeah. No, I don't trust the Teletubby either.
And we're back.
All right. So, this came with many things. Do I have to charge you first, Ozma? DJ
DJ9i. DJ and a ohm. Magnetic phone clamp, eh?
Yeah.
Look, it's like put your phone camera up, dummy. Up. If it's up, then it's up. Well, Shark, we're just putting you through the ringer so you can make it to your 1-year anniversary with Stina. I feel like I should do like a private concert just for y'all, just for your anniversary. Just Zoom call in.
I want to take one of the cameras, but I also don't want to.
You can use my phone. What am I doing with it?
No, I mean like they're not. Neither of our phones are hooked up to OBS.
Just to like use that guy.
Yeah, I know that's the one we're gonna be shooting with, but I want to be able to kind of show what I'm messing around with over here.
Oh, do you want me to put the other one over there?
No.
Do you want to just move over to this table? I'll move this stuff away.
No. I want to stay here. I'm
He's
gonna.
gonna suffer.
Yeah.
Okay. He's just gonna suffer, everybody. Oh, then it's up. That's what.
DJI Neo. Forgot to download the app. Switch to the other camera on you. I'm gonna be downloading some stuff on my phone to make this thing work, so I can play with it
Oh, so
on
it's
stream.
me.
Yeah, it's all.
I'll work on Moxie then while I'm waiting for.
Do you need me to move out the way?
Yeah. I think it's time for her. I think I can work on her antenna or her body. I like that it comes with a little YouTuber stand. So here's some things I can show you about Mox. Not John Moxley of AEW/WWE/independent wrestling fame, but Moxie Buttercup, everyone's favorite mothling from Rosie Maple. So there's some stuff going on with Mox. She's being rebuilt, as I think I told you, I'm sure a little while ago. I saw him showing you, oh, there's a bean. What if we put a bean on the table? How long will he stay there? Candy.
Let me get on with this other stuff out of the way.
Especially since he's been freshly snacked. Boy whomst has been freshly snacked. You don't have to stay up here. I just figured you could chill with us for a little bit. Boy. Leave. I understand there's not much up for here for you to do. Ooh, power tool, huh? That's what made the big noise earlier. That is what made the big noise earlier. Remember that? And you got scared? Good jumping. Yes, he is a boy of many powerful features. He's very dignified. And he has very good markings, which is why I fell in love with him instantly.
Disclaimer and safety guidelines. How long does your safety
What do they got to disclaim? What do they got to disclaim?
Do not let this near any kind of liquid. Do not leave it in the rain. Do not put in water.
Yeah, don't soak your technology
If
in
the
water.
battery comes in contact with water, chemical decomposition may occur, potentially resulting in the battery catching fire.
Oof.
And may lead to an explosion.
They are not fucking around. So I was thinking about for Moxie's antennae. She does have little antennae now. Now that the professor fixed the portal and we have all of Moxie with us. Moxie's getting her antennae. No wings yet though. She is still a young lady. Due to her eyeliner, I've seen a lot of men in makeup, and I think it's normal at this point. I think men wearing makeup is completely normalized, at least to me, a former sex worker who has witnessed people of all gender presentations wearing all sorts of things. Maybe not the best judge of whether or not it's societally acceptable, but I think it's pretty normal now.
And men are weird because dudes have been wearing makeup
Yeah.
forever.
Yep.
And if you watch any TV show, any
Uh-huh.
movie, any kind
Every
of
man is
that
wearing
dude's
makeup.
wearing makeup.
Everyone is wearing makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, did I ever? I think Whisper is still what? He's still sponsored by them. That man makeup line. Remember I showed you it was like a
Yeah, makeup
foundation.
for men.
It was like foundation and stuff, but it was like specifically like dude makeup for dudes. For men who wear man makeup. I was thinking about that for her antennae. Just a little tuft on the top to go with her fur. Because her arms are going to look similar to that too. Y'all, look at this. This is like a real puppet. Like compared to her insides before, if I can show them to you. Where is she? She's over here.
Okay, DJ Mio.
Is that that guy? Whoa! Whoa! Sprints. Look at it! It's like woo! It's like woo! If I'm like TikTok dancing, will it follow my TikTok moves?
I'm not paired it yet.
Boo!
Hold on.
Gotta do my TikTok dances, everybody. That everybody knows I'm so good at. Anyway, this is Moxie's insides now. So she has this foam body structure, which we're calling the skeleton. And then I have this mouth plate that is plastic covered in fabric attached to her, what I have been calling the performance sleeve. And it's set up so that way when I put it on my arm like this, I just lock right into her mouth. And it's that much easier for me to manipulate it. Makes it way easier to just talk in a more natural way versus her current mouth, which does not allow for this at all. Her current mouth is cardboard, and if you look inside, it's a mess, y'all. There's duct tape, there's wire. You see her skeleton is the only structure that's in there. It's just a skull and then a sack of faux fur, which means that you have to grip really hard to hold on to her mouth, which can be quite difficult. But with the performance sleeve, it's easier because you're not relying on your hand to support the weight of the puppet. With the sleeve, the weight of the puppet is distributed down the arm. And it means that the point of her face that carries the most weight is more towards the front too. I'm just really proud of how the new insides are turning out. I feel like she's turning out quite well, and this is just so much easier to manipulate and hold than her insides right now, so it's exciting.
Interlock mode.
So, on the plus side, it's done.
Yeah.
On the negative side, it melted the plastic thing inside, which I knew there was a potential for.
What plastic thing?
The little loop that I built it around, I left it in there because in some Sculpey crafts you can leave the plastic in there, but I knew that there was a chance that it would melt.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
This thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because like in some Sculpey crafts you can, like if you're making a covered ballpoint pen, you can bake the ballpoint pen, but I guess this plastic was just a little bit too cheap. Where's that screwdriver that I handed you earlier, the little red one? It's not in the thingy. It's not a thing.
You could use the drill.
It's too big. That little Phillips head was exactly what I needed.
Did you have it in your hand over?
No, I handed it to you. I saw you pick it up, and I haven't seen it since.
I don't remember that happening. So I have no idea what could have ended up at.
I remember you being like, no, fuck this, I'm just using the drill. And I don't know where the discarded bits ended up.
I have confidence that you'll find it. Okay, so that's the charge port. Then what's that USB port for?
Maybe you can hook it up to our stuff. Maybe it's to charge your phone? Like to sync your phone up to the thing?
Oh yeah, that could be possible. It wouldn't surprise me if it's right here. I don't know if it's balanced or not.
How do you know?
I don't know yet.
It doesn't say in the manual.
Hey, you stay still for a moment. The box changes size too. Look at this.
I know, I saw it. I'm like TikTok dancing, and then it changes. And then I kick the screen and it changes. Bye, Sonia. Thank you. Ooh, bigfellows.com. Want to become famous by followers times viewers. Wow. Thank you, Big Follows.
I'll be able to mess with this a little later. I'm glad we know the green screen works. That was one of the things that I needed to do today, was to test it, to make sure that it works properly, and you did that, which means I don't have to do it. Win for us. We did that on stream, which I'm excited that we were able to do.
Greensplain indeed.
All right. Are you working on Moxie now?
Yeah. While I wait for the thing to cool.
Did I bring my water down here?
So I'm gonna take it out, but I'm gonna put it in the fridge.
Okay. All right. So, we picked up this device today. We've wanted to get one for a while, and I wish I had this back when I was shooting content for wrestling. But this device here is a stabilizer. It helps get rid of shaky cam and lets me get creative with some shots that create some types of shots that I really wasn't able to do before. Especially for all the new stuff that we're filming for this season, it'll be exciting to have this device to kind of help us get through it. I really dig it so far. It's gonna take some getting used to for sure.
Worth the dough.
Well, we won't know if it's worth the dough until we start shooting with it.
Phone gun indeed, Shark. It is a phone gun. Wow.
Let me get out of your way.
Then how will they know the way of the truth with the phone gun?
Phone gun!
Alright, so I do not have enough to fuck this up. So we have to figure out how to make this work with what we have. Unfortunately, I cut out the too small Moxie out of what was left of the yellow fur. And I eliminated some for this now, which I have to make the real one now. So I have these like extra pieces I can't use. So I have to, first what I'm doing is I'm checking the nap of the fur to see which way it lays, because that's gonna determine where it goes on her. Another reason why we have to be concerned about how much fabric we have. So the nap is going facing towards me. So if the nap is going facing towards me, we need 2 of these, 1 of these, and 1 of these. Let's start with this guy because it's going to take up the most room. Yeah, the fur has to go down on all sides. So you have to make sure that it's lying the right direction in order for it to like lay properly on her face. Very important, because otherwise it makes for a very awkward look otherwise. Find
seems to have charged for a decent amount of time. Wrong one.
I can hear the boy tick-tapping across the kitchen.
Haha. I hope that the sound issue is gone now. There you go. We don't want you to have to think of that, Shark. You know, if we're doing our jobs right, it's a thing that will never pop up in your head. Hopefully you're never looking at a puppet we make and go, man.
The fur's facing the wrong direction.
Yeah. So also, if what we're doing is bad enough that you'd rather look at the fur direction than pay attention to whatever skit she's in.
Yeah. Tough time.
Yeah.
The kazoo delivery is delayed, by the way. They didn't have the right color in stock, so it's only going to be like a week late or something.
I knew the gold one was delayed.
Yeah. The kazoo delivery, I say with complete seriousness. This is a really nice puppet base. Have you seen this? Are you looking at this? Did you see this?
Yeah, it's a great puppet base.
Look at this fine skeleton.
Where's the other one at?
The little one?
Yeah.
I think she might be over there. Or no, it's over there on top of the weird scraps pile.
Because this will still be a puppet.
It could still be a puppet. This was the original puppet that I made of hers, and it came out too small because of how the mouth plate would fit in. So, like, you can't really puppet. Even I, with my hands, can't puppet this. So, we made a slightly bigger one. Ooh, Shandy, you should do that. Maybe make a little friend. And if you have any fur fabric left over that you want to send over to make Moxie friends here, listen, we'll take any and all donations of craft supplies. But yeah, so this is the first one I made. And I made it off of using a tutorial from Adam Krudinger. I made one out of plasticine clay, and then I put masking tape over it to figure out how it was put together. And I cut it apart, and I printed it out at larger size, and that's how we got these ladies. This is just what if Homestar was a naked honeydew to me. Yes, I totally think that she looks like the Homestar puppet right now. This is very much the Homestar puppet. The Brothers Chaps Homestar puppet very much reminds me of this. Yeah, Shandy, I will give you my address. Send us faux fur. It's like so expensive. It's like $30 a yard now. So if you want to send us extra faux fur so that I can make puppets, like, I will happily take the things. Just DM me and I'll give you my address. Or you could just ask Shark for it because he has ever how much merch we've sent. Well, no, not the new one. You don't have the new address anymore, Shark.
Is that clay piece in the fridge now?
Yes, it is.
Why is it in the fridge?
So it can cool down quickly so I can paint it as soon as possible.
Okay. I don't know the process, that's why I'm asking. I didn't know if that was like part of it.
No, it's just, it was at like 300 degrees, so. Shandy's gonna give us some fur to make more puppets.
Oh, excuse me. We love fur.
We do. Especially fur that is fur that we didn't have to purchase.
I don't know why I'm having this issue.
I could have sworn you've gotten more than one thing from us. Didn't you buy, because you bought a ring-worn mask years ago, before we knew who you were, and then you bought a, yeah.
I think dude only bought the
Replica?
of the
that we made
Ghost
special? Yeah.
of Ghost of
I
Freddy.
thought he had something else.
I mean, he could have bought
Am I
other merch,
mistaking
but
him with another person, maybe?
maybe. I don't know what ring set you might have thought he bought.
I thought you had a ring-worn mask of ours. But Frito Bandit once called us out on Twitter being like, everyone else uses the Wrestle Factory as their return address when they send out merchandise. But we were using stickers that had our home address on it.
Yeah.
And Frito was like, those are the real ones. They don't give a shit. It's like, yeah, what are you going to do with our address, Frito? Clearly nothing. All you did was send us a Christmas card.
If you want to fight through the stench and the homeless population in South Philly to get to us,
Yeah, then
you're more
go
than welcome
for
to.
it. And now it's the stench of Amish manure farms, so we have a stench. Like
We
a
traded
skunk
the
radar
side alley for.
manure farm.
Yeah.
We have plastic though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Frito was the package bandit. Maybe he's the one that stole your gear off of our front porch however long ago. The conspiracy. Frito was the one who took that
I know what it is. He was reselling it to fund his trips to Canada.
to fund his trips to Canada to see Boo.
Yeah. We know about your life too, Frito.
He's not even in here. We're just arbitrarily saying it to the void. Talking smack on Frito Bandit because I know he can't hear me. I'm gonna tweet at him so he knows I'm talking smack on him now.
I can't even go on Twitter right now because my Twitter won't load.
Black, baby blue, hot pink, lime green, and rainbow. All those sound great, Shandy. I don't have any blue. I don't have any green. I don't have any rainbow. So, if it's pieces that are any like bigger than like 2 by 3 inches, like it can get used for something. It can get used for hair or tufts or something like that. Because I was thinking about putting hot pink tufts at the ends. We appreciate it, Shark. That was a tough time. But weirdly, we got a lot of publicity for that. Like, that post that I made on Facebook about you losing your gear did serious numbers and got us a lot of attention.
Yeah.
So goofy. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Because this has to be like that. I think we're just going to go all the way over here on the bottom. And that should leave enough for everybody else. There wasn't, I don't know if there was an article, but there was definitely a news story. It wasn't like a full news story.
There was an article.
It was just, but it wasn't anything big. It was just like...
No, just on like the Fox News kind of deal.
It was just like, hey, this shit's gone. These people are trying to look for it. It was wild. Hey! Hey!
Just chomping on cardboard.
You just got snack. What are you doing crime for? We do so much cool shit all the time. Like, we did, like, he was literally about to go on tour in the UK, a tour that he completely organized himself. And, hey, Frito's here now! Frito, I was talking about how you called us out however many years ago for using our real address on the return address on when we sent out merch packages, because everybody else in our circle was using the factory and we had our business address, which was our home address. So we decided that you are the person who stole that gear however long ago, like 8 years ago now. But anyway, as I was saying, we do so much cool shit. Like, I'm a musician. I was a burlesque dancer, I think, at that point. Ophidian was about to go on a UK tour.
I was also doing the music video, so I needed the mask for the music video, because the music video was being shot the same day I was leaving for tour.
Right.
So I went from the music video shoot to the airport.
So we did all this cool stuff, right? And what we get publicity for, what has been in the news, is gear getting stolen and Cat playing piano. That's what's been about us. I had a piece written about me a little while back about being the main costumer for Chikara, but it was mostly just like, Chikara sure is a thing, and I was the person that they talked to be like, Chikara is a thing. Wild, considering I never actually worked for Chikara. But, just so strange. The things that we get. Yeah, we did get a Christmas card out of it. I was talking about that. Hell, that's one of the few Christmas ornaments that we have. Like, we do not have very many, and that is one of them.
Okay, now I can talk trash on Twitter with you. I had to re-download Twitter.
Because of the DNI thing?
DNI.
The DJI?
No, I don't know. I have no idea. All of a sudden, my
Your fake Twitter?
totally legal apps just stopped working.
Your fake Twitter.
It just stopped working right now from out of nowhere.
His hacking Twitter.
It had to be something to do with downloading that DJI software.
Had to have something to do with hacking.
I've never downloaded
He does hacking?
a hacked version of any of those social medias at all, ever. Not me. It's never happened.
Anyway, the point of what I was saying is that we're great, and more news should talk about us, and I have no idea how to make it happen. I have no idea how to be like, hello, news, I matter. Excuse me, pardon me.
You have to dance like I do on stream.
I matter.
You didn't do enough dancing at them.
Have you? Oh, and I should do more TikTok dancing, like I was talking about.
Yeah, then you can end up on Jimmy Fallon.
I don't have the energy to do TikTok dancing. I have puppets to build. I have scripts to write. I have music to record.
Please, so then I can watch the Double Toaster guys make fun of you too for doing TikTok dances on Jimmy Fallon.
Hey Gyarados, is this scary? We're trying to figure out what point do you get scared of it being a puppet.
I sent her a picture of the puppet.
Is this scary? Now that it has a mouth, that you can see its skull? Hold on.
I sent her that photo.
What about this? Is this scary?
Wait.
That is pretty haunted looking.
Yeah, I want to show the chat.
That's because her eyes don't have skin yet, though. Once you see a mouth or eyes, okay. Well, yeah.
That's actually pretty clear.
It's pretty clear. Well, isn't the most expensive piece of equipment, camera, like phone thing we have in our house? These are her eyes. I made them, I put a little piece of black velvet behind felt, and I punched a hole through the felt so you could see the little black velvet underneath, and then I put a marble on top to sort of add like more life, like wetness to them. And hopefully these will not catch in the green screen because they are purple and not green. Her last eyes were blue. It totally does. Yes, her new mouth has little teeths, and they definitely reminded me of the Ophidian teeths too. Also, look at how neatly done that is. Can we just acknowledge the fine stitch work? How well cut this is.
I've never understood about puppets is why this is so huge.
The
Because
uvula?
on humans, like you'll never see it when we open our mouths. You know what I mean? Like.
Well, you don't really see it when they open theirs either, because it's like.
But you do, like, if you think about it, in the way that, like, I know why it helps define the mouth.
If you made it too realistic, it would look weird.
Yeah, yeah, and it helps kind of add features to the mouth.
Yeah.
I completely understand it, but I still think it's weird.
Gyarados says the mouth is more terrifying than the whole puppet.
That sounds impossible.
I think you're exaggerating, Gyarados. Is this spent? No.
I did just use one of the blades. Oh, you mean dude?
Yeah, I just opened this, and I can't tell if this is actually one that's left or if it was one that was used and put back. But,
Oh, she just sent me photos.
Whoa, those look great! Those boot wings look awesome! Great job.
I like this one.
Yeah, that Luna moth looks incredible. That's way better than the design I used to do. It's also...
Used to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just look at the stitch work.
Of course it's clean. It's a little bit too close to the edge, I think.
I'm having her do it that way in practice.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like, I understand what you're saying there.
Yeah,
Some
it's
of
just
this
a little
is
bit
closer
too
to
close to the edge, but they
just
look
to get
good
used
otherwise.
to using that TED method of sewing down applique.
If you want to add those to the website, we can make them a little bit more expensive than the ones that I do because they're a little bit more involved. So one thing we learned by watching an Adam Savage video about, I think the Jim Henson Creature Shop or something. But we learned to cut fur out from the back using an X-Acto knife, so that way you don't cut any of the
Well, at least you cut very little.
cut fewer of the fibers, like the fibers sticking out that are fur.
Do you want me to do some of this?
What will I do?
Work on the other stuff that I don't know that needs to be done at the moment, but I can physically do this.
Okay.
It comes with some of the writing stuff and or other bits of this process, like the amulet. It's got to be cooled down by now.
Yes, Shandy. It's the once you learn that, you're like, oh shit, of course.
I don't want to stop you. I just know that I can do this.
I was gonna ask you to plastic dip the amulet.
That I can do. Yeah. If you'd rather do this, I can go plastic dip the amulet.
It's the it's on top of your stromboli.
Where is that's outside. I'm curious to know, because I'm gonna be above in the garage, if you guys can still hear me out there. I need you to somehow send me signal.
I'll text you, I guess.
Yeah. I'm gonna go all the way out to the garage and start talking and see if you guys can hear me. Gonna see if you guys can hear me still. I'm in the kitchen. Still in the kitchen.
Anyway, this is a way to work with
About
faux fur. If you
to hit the
if you
laundry
also work
room.
with faux fur and are like, fuck this shit, it's a
In the
nightmare.
laundry room.
This makes it a
Now
little bit
I'm
less of a
outside
nightmare.
in the garage.
And the other thing to make it a little bit less of a nightmare is to brush
In
out
the garage
the
where
edges
there's lots of
of
noise
the
happening
of
now.
the fabric with a cat brush or a toothbrush or something to get extra fibers out of the seam before you sew it.
Garage.
Putting faux fur through a serger sounds like a fucking nightmare, Veronica. I would never.
I'm in the garage.
Yourself.
Can
But
they
yeah,
hear
then when
me,
you
Kate?
shake this guy off, there's like nothing there. And we have one Moxie panel. They can hear. They can hear you. Can they hear?
Do.
They can hear.
Haha. Excuse me, little bean.
No, faux fur doesn't, I mean, it's a knit, so it doesn't really ravel. So I would just zigzag it or straight stitch it normally. One, two. And these will be her ears, I guess. Down there.
The dip smells so strong.
So, this Friday is the first day of filming for the Lullaby Lounge novelty. Jeff Stormer and Lindsay Noel are coming over for the day. Well, Lindsay's going to be here the night before. But Jeff Stormer and Lindsay are coming over. And it is the first official day of filming on my variety show that I just decided was going to happen and asked people to do.
Hey, buddy. I gotta
and
let
is
that
now
stuff dry out
happening.
there.
Did you bring it with you, or is it drying out there?
I couldn't hear you.
Did you bring it with you, or is it drying out there?
No, it needs about a half hour to dry.
Okay. I didn't know how long
Half hour to dry before in between paints, and about 4 hours to fully.
fully cure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're not gonna be painting that. Well, I guess maybe. Depends on how many coats we give it. I don't think it needs more than 2 coats.
I was gonna say 2 or 3. What did you use, white or black?
White.
Okay.
I figured because putting like the gold stuff on it would.
I feel like if we do black, then it'll
I mean, I could do the next coat
do
black.
the next coat black. Because that way, when we rub and buff it, the things that are in will stay black, and it'll look like more.
I can.
Depth
Yeah,
of.
I'll do it black next time.
Yeah. But yeah, it's exciting. It's nerve-wracking. I'm pretty stressed out. I won't lie. We're still waiting on a pretty integral part of the costume to come in tomorrow, thanks to Fully Gimmicked, who did some heat press work for us. Those of you who are in the Discord will have seen, or in the Goblin Screech Team Discord channel will have seen the what we needed printed by them. Which is that sketch. That is the sketch we're filming on Friday. It was the last sketch to be added, somehow the first sketch we are filming, but I think it's a good place to start because it's one of the shorter sketch series, and I think it's going to be a fun time. But we have to turn our garage into a pawn shop tomorrow. And make some spooky secret.
I know what we need to buy.
What?
Himalayan salt for.
Oh,
decks.
pink Himalayan salt.
Yeah, we have to buy a
bag, like rock chunks of it.
Yeah.
Really, we should have gotten those Himalayan salt
lamps. We should have bought one.
We should just got one. We can go back and get one.
Well, I mean, how much are those guys?
It was like $3.
Because we have to, if we get it, we have to smash it.
Well, it can be those like chunks. It can stay in those chunks, and then we just put regular salt around it. Or I guess we got, well, I don't know. I liked it being like chunkier like that, like of it being like obviously broken.
Well, that's what I mean. We'd have to break whatever we buy.
Yeah, I guess we'll just go and get a thing of.
I agree. It should be big chunks. I don't want
Don't want fine salt.
Yeah. Unless you want it to specifically look like, you just straight up bought a can of Himalayan salt.
I do kind of want it to look like that, but I would rather it be the rocky stuff so you can tell that it's...
The kind that you would grind out.
Yeah, because otherwise you're not going to see that it's the pink Himalayan salt. Y'all, so many salt jokes. So much salt in the new season.
I was not purposely huffing paint. It's such a small piece, I was like, I'm just going to shoot it with this spray can. I definitely did not use mouth protection.
How could you?
Yeah.
Do we need to start figuring out things to turn into spooky stuff? I like the idea of the crock pot. And obviously Lindsay will help us with that a little bit tomorrow.
I mean, yeah. Lindsay will be a big help with that.
Yeah.
I do need you to pattern gauntlets.
Oh, right, for
and knee
Razor
pads.
Hawk.
Yeah.
I'll do that right now. Okay. We were trying to take less gear making stuff so that we could focus on this. And we kind of have. But then our friends need stuff last minute or want stuff last minute, and we don't say no to them.
Well, this was not last minute.
Then why are we making it last minute? If it wasn't last minute, and this is the first time hearing about it, like the first I heard about it was the other day.
Well, no, I told you when he first put in the order.
Well, I thought it was a joke.
No, it wasn't a joke.
I thought he said that as a joke. I didn't
no,
realize
that was him putting in the order.
Did not realize that.
Yeah, that was a legit thing. That was for sure.
Thought it was Razor Wing making a Razor joke, and it was a legit Razor order. I guess, can you find his measurements for me? Like his measurement sheet?
They're in the email.
Well, can you get them out and print them out for me? Put them somewhere in front of my eyes?
I mean, they're on your phone. They're in the email. So, like, you have the email on your phone.
I understand that. I was just asking you
Yeah,
to
give
get
me your
it
phone.
ready
I'll pull it up.
for me while I did this. But instead, you laughed at me when I asked for help. I didn't even know there was an email. I thought it was in DMs.
No, it's this. His measurements haven't changed. Which one is it? Is it CC Gmail? No.
I don't know. I use measurements written on paper.
You don't have orders on here?
I do. It's Closet Champion.
Oh, here it goes. That is not the right email. I have to go on the sent. Because I don't know how to pull up an email on your phone. It does the same thing on mine, though. Where it's like, these emails, we're acknowledging that they exist.
You can't have access to them.
Yeah, we're not going to actually load them for you.
Oh, look. His measurements are right on top. The paper ones. They were right on top of the patterns.
Oh,
You just looked
I had it
over
right there. I didn't need to. I had the email. I wasn't going to go through those papers. That could have been a whole lot of... No, what are we doing? Oh, wait, hold on. I thought we were working on Moxie right now. I didn't say...
You just said we needed his patterns.
Yeah,
so
but we're not making these right now.
What I need to make them for Gyarados to make tomorrow, so I may as well do them right now.
Okay.
Like,
Where's
I'm just gonna forget and not do it. So.
Is this all the Moxie pieces cut out?
Yes.
Do these slits need to be pinned together?
Yes, but they have to be pinned together so that the fur is very, like, placed into them.
Yeah.
Like, so that there's no fur sticking out of the seam.
Yeah, I can make that happen. I understand what you mean. The fur is to hide the fur will hide the seam.
Yeah, so that way
Yeah.
when you're, like if you're pinning it together, you just want to push the fur
Yeah.
in a lot so that way only the fabric sticks out.
I got it.
That.
All right. You just want the straight stitch with yellow. How far in? A quarter of an inch. I mean, less than a quarter of an inch. Because we're only.
It kind of depends on the seam, and I remember specifically how I cut it, but I don't know that I can explain it.
All right, I'll just pin them.
Right now I'm trying to find this thing that I drew razor wings trunks in so that I can design something that goes with the trunks. But I don't remember where that...
It's one of those top two. Those were just shoved up there. I had to put them there to make space.
The one that was the size of the Razor Hawk book isn't in here.
Could it be in the studio?
I don't know, but at this point I've spent too much effort looking for it, so I'm just going to use something else.
What time is it? All right. All right. Oof. That is not fun to pin. This for sure definitely hurts.
Do we keep those finger things like he's got now, like where it comes down over the hand?
They can. You can if you want. It's not like that was very hard to do. It's a pretty easy detail to add. Because it's just a square or a rectangle that had lines in it.
Mm-hmm.
Is this all of it? I feel like...
There's only 4 pieces.
Yeah.
Could pin the back 2 pieces together.
No, it just feels like there should be so much more, but... How does this get pinned together? Which side?
The one that doesn't have a little mark on it. There's
Good.
one side that has like a little thing. You want to do the other one?
This way?
Yeah, these 2.
Okay.
It's black and gold now, right? Not dark blue?
That's black and gold, yeah. Just coming over here so that the camera... Come on. Hmm. Did it.
Now I just gotta turn those into patterns.
I would get rid of the stripe.
On the inside?
Yeah. Just make this all black. I like it, but it doesn't need it. 'Cause that's gonna go over where it attaches at.
Okay.
So that means that would have to be put on after the fact.
Well, I figured it would be like an insert, like a gusset that was put in as you attach the gauntlet. It wouldn't go on after, it would go on when you put
I
the
didn't mean
seams.
it that way. If you want to add it, that's up to you, but I don't think it needs it.
Okay.
Oh, is one piece longer than the other?
It might be a little bit.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, it is. You cut out
Oh yeah, and then that one is just.
a tiny bit longer, yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
That's not a tiny bit, that's a big bit. And this one should be the longer one.
Why are you taking all my fins out?
Because I can see where the.
Yeah,
where
I mean, I can.
It's up here.
Yeah, I know, but I can fix that without having to take all of them out.
No, you don't. You have to take all of them out from the point and go there.
This one is still not longer than this one.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, that one's naturally longer.
Boom. Same size.
Well, I know this one is still bigger, but you spread it all out. Which I didn't know until I was pinning them. The one was bigger than the other.
So it's not actually that they were cut out at different sizes. It's just that because of when the X-Acto knife will drag that fiber and it will extend this edge out a little bit. So you have to kind of like notice where the pieces fall and sort of push it into, because of how far apart this weave is, you kind of have to mold it in back to itself.
I'm gonna go spray the Plastidip on the for round 2.
Okay. On your way to full
Watch it, little buddy.
recovery, Moxie. But first, I have to make sure a bird has some arms or whatever. Arms for birds. Closet champion story.
I need black now, right? Yeah. Oh, You're almost finished.
Oh, no, that's good.
Whew. Stuff is straight. Go.
Okay, I need my French curve. So how's everybody's, like, whatever day it is where you are, how is it going? What are you doing besides watching this or listening to this or whatever it is you're doing?
I didn't mean to bring that back in.
All 6 of you whom's to be watching.
Oh, you weren't. Let's see. Cool. I think about it. think it's about time we jump off stream.
Sounds like a plan.
Huh?
So it sounds like a plan.
Yeah. I need to start playing with the gimbal.
Yeah, true dat.
And I need the camera that's currently recording you, so. I just tried to use the iMac as a touchscreen.
Yeah, I've done that multiple times, switching between the iMac and the iPad.
Thanks for watching and joining us today, everybody. We're excited. We're going to be shooting stuff on Friday, which you'll see on the Patreon. If you're on the Patreon or in the Discord, you'll get to see all the stuff that we're about to shoot. And probably photos of the set once we're done building it tomorrow. Technically, we're doing it today, but it won't be fully set up until tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.